Hey, what's up? Cedric McMillan. Doing a little arm workout tonight. I already did triceps. About to do biceps right now. Real quick, I wanted to try to show y'all a little bit of it. I think I found out something. If you out there, you got long arms, you over 6 foot tall, trying to get your arms to come up. Biceps particularly is what I'm focusing on right now with this. I think I found some things that some little tricks we can do to stimulate the muscle a little bit better and lessen the chance of injury. Because for me, training biceps, of course, trying to do them heavy, I was always thinking, keep a real, a full range of motion, go all the way down and come up. But when I do that, I'm getting this pain. Like in this area where the bicep attaches to the forearm. And it feels like it's just straining the muscle a little too much. So what I said is, okay, you know what? I'm going to do a 3/4 range. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm going to go 3/4 of the way down and see how they do. That's what I did last week. And when I did it, it's like I got a pump instantly, And I'm going to try it again tonight and see how that feels. So for you out there, if you may be having the same issue, give it a shot with all your bicep exercises. Go 3/4 of the way down, especially if you're having trouble with pain, where the bicep attached. Go 3/4 of the way down and all the way up with your movements. Keep that continuous tension on there and see how that works for you. All right. What I did was I went into it doing some barbell curls. When I did the barbell curls, of course, I used a 3/4 range of motion, stopping before I fully extend my arms, and it felt pretty good. That's a basic movement, and it felt really good. I backed off the weight on this. Usually I go up to, putting a 45 on each side or whatever, but I backed off the weight and really focused on form and focused on squeezing that bicep, and again protecting that ligament and tendon at the bottom part of the bicep, because even in the Army we talk about training while trying to lessen the risk level. So it's like, if you train and then you fuck up something, was the training even worth what happened after you messed up something? So for me, I feel like it's better to keep my biceps healthy by backing off the weight a little bit, especially when they already hurt, than to blast it out and end up tearing my bicep, and then, hey, I'm done. As far as competing, it's a wrap. Once you tear some muscles like that, it's real hard to keep going after that. So I don't know, maybe if I tear it, it'll go up and I have a peak, so I might need to tear them. But anyway, after the barbell curls, I moved on and I did the dumbbell curls, alternating. This is a movement that I hated. I hated this movement back in the day, but Dante told me, he said, you need to do alternating dumbbell curls. So I got into it just because he told me to, and the more I did it, my body got in the swing of things, and I started liking it. So now it's one of my favorite exercises. So from there, we moved it over here into the dark. Back here, we got this kind of like preacher curl machine, and I did one arm at a time back there. It was kind of dark. I tried to use the flash to record it, the best I could, but on this part of the gym, the lights have to be cut off because it's the big part. After hours, I can't have those lights on. So I did the best I could with that. Anyway, we moved from the preacher curl machine back over here to the seated incline dumbbell curls. I did both arms at the same time, kind of like how Arnold used to do. I heard him say it's supposed to help that bicep peak come up, but I don't know, man. I think, it's based on your genetics, where the muscle is attached. I think if you got a bicep that's attached low, I think it's, it's probably not very likely that you're going to have a high peak on your bicep. But at the same time, it's still all about training the muscle, as best you can from all angles, hitting all the muscle tissue. And so that's what I did with that. I moved over to doing some reverse grip curls to try to work that forearm. Got to try to get that thickness on the forearms so I won't look so much like damn Kevin Durant out here, in this, I guess, quest, as you want to say, to try to get, a lot more arm thickness, especially in the biceps and the forearms. Because of these shorter guys, man, hey, you see, like, their hand is connected, like, right there, and it make their arm look a whole lot thicker because it's shorter. And see, you know, tall guys, they got that extra shit going on, you know, so it make their arms look long and skinny like a basketball player. You know, unless you got them genetics like Ed Nunn where you just got, you know, fucking stupid arms, you know. The last exercise I did was this exercise that I made up for forearms, you know, that you curl down on that forearm to try to make that belly poke out a little bit. That's something that I came up with and I've been trying. I like the way it stimulates and pump that forearm up, so I always try to finish up my bicep or my arm workout with that. Then I had to come over and, like always, like every other day, sometimes every day, I have to pose for Chris. Do a front double bi, a side chest, and a back double bi, so you can kind of gauge where I'm at, what I'm looking like, you know. Still, you know, taking my time, easing into it slow. Haven't really put the pedal to the metal yet. Just coasting. You know, I'm waiting so we can pump up the volume and really start to grow. But you know, like he tell me, you know, we don't want to try to go too hard too early. We got to take our time. You know, that's important for me to have the look that I have. So you know, it's a little bit frustrating, but shit, you know, he coached, so you know, he look at me, he see me a lot different than I see myself. You know, when I look at, you know, myself in the mirror, I see all the work I need to do and stuff, and he can look at me and tell exactly where I am, you know, in case I have this warped, you know, perception of myself. So I think it's good, you know, how we work together. He can kind of manage me and, you know, pull the reins back on me. So I think that's cool. But anyway, just wanted to give you that quick look. Shit, I think it's like 10 o'clock or something. I ended up working like 12 hours today. 12 hours. Got in here in this gym. Usually only take me about an hour and a half to get my workouts done. But today, trying to do the video, you know, it ended up taking about 2.5, 3 hours or so to get everything set up like I wanted. But you know, I thought it was kind of important to every once in a while show you guys some of the stuff that I do that might be a little bit different from the norm, just to give you some insight, you know, on the way I do things. So I don't know, for me, man, it's really important to try to grow body parts, you know, and keep everything in proportion, keep the symmetry. And I don't know, I'm gonna ride that classic look till I die. Since I started, that's all I wanted. I wanted to have that classic look. So I want to try to make sure that I don't, you know, let myself fall into the mass. I want enough mass to where I can stand beside these guys, but not enough mass to where it start to take away from my look, you know. So that's where we at right now. And I want to say thank you for your time. Sorry about the dark and all that, you know, but it is what it is. So I appreciate it. I'll see y'all next time.